Hi guys, welcome to Math Magic. Today we are going to learn how to simplify fraction. In order to simplify 16 over 24, you have to look for a number that can divide both 16 and 24. Now 2 can divide both 16 and 24 because 16 is on the 2 times table and 24 is also on the 2 times table. Apart from 2, 4 can also divide 16 and 24 because there is 16 on the 4 times table and there is 24 on the 4 times table. 8 can also divide 16 and 24 because there is 16 on the 8 times table and there is 24 on the 8 times table. That means that you can start with any of these 3 numbers. Now, if you are starting with 2, you will go to the top, you write divide by 2, go down to the bottom and write the same thing, which is divide by 2, because you must divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. 16 divided by 2 is 8, 24 divided by 2 is 12. Now, what number can divide both 8 and 12? 2 can divide both 8 and 12. So at the top, you write divide by 2. At the bottom, you write divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now, what number can divide both 4 and 6? 2 can divide both 4 and 6 because there is 4 on the 2 times table and there is 6 on the 2 times table. So we can use 2 again. At the top, you write divide by 2. At the bottom, you write divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, is there a number that can divide both 2 and 3? No. Don't forget we don't use 1. If you use 1 to divide, you will still get 2 over 3 as your answer. That is why we don't use 1. So the final answer becomes 2 over 3. Now, what if you have decided to start with 4? How will you do that? Easy. At the top, you will write divide by 4. Then go down to the bottom and write the same thing, which is divide by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Now, is there a number that can divide both 4 and 6? Yes, and that number is 2. So at the top, you write divide by 2. Then you go down to the bottom and write the same thing, divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, there is no number that can divide 2 and 3. So the answer will be 2 over 3. Now, what if you have decided to start with 8? How do you do that? At the top, you write divide by 8. Then at the bottom, you write the same thing, which is divide by 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Now, is there a number that can divide both 2 and 3? No. So the final answer becomes 2 over 3. Now, when we started with 2, how many steps do we have? We have 1, 2, and then 3. We moved through 3 steps. When we started with 4, how many steps do we have? We have 1, we have 2. And then when we started with 8, how many steps do we have here? Just 1 step. So it's always better to start with the biggest number. That is when you will pass through less number of steps. Here we've come to the end of this video. If you love my video, do well to hit the subscribe button. Have a great day.